is a lot of women in the fake woke community just like her. You know, she tries to act like she's doing her own thing and she deals with get on her own time, but she looks at it like she's using him. But to be honest with you, they're using each other.
Right.
And it's toxic.
Very.
And Nate's okay, in my opinion, to show this on social media because, like you were saying about the views, that's how we get the views. It's showing the toxic stuff. And it's sad because she's exploiting herself as a woman and he's exploiting himself as a black man. And it's just really sad because you're doing what people already expect you to do. And you know, it's really sad that, you know, that they have to do this. I don't know if Nate has, well, let me call him Gargett, his stage name.
Yes.
I don't know if this is something he's been doing for a long time. I can only speak on what I've seen him doing lately. And I had said prior to meeting you, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. Yeah, he's starting to really take on Natureboy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but
just a watered down version, but yeah.
And it's crazy. And then when you said to me about the PPA loans, I keep saying PPA loan. You know I ain't took one, right? If I'm saying PPA instead of PPP, right? I need one. So yeah, so for him to sit there and blatantly say they ain't never got a PPP loan, why would anybody want to even start a rumor like that?
Exactly.
You know, and run with it. Yeah, we got it. We got businesses with this money. And then the supporter and friend is denying that happened. I mean, you know.
That means it went through. It went through and that he's that wrong.
Exactly. He's always been like that, Gargett. In my opinion, he's always been too supportive at times when he shouldn't be supporting Natureboy. He has a little one, you know, little girl himself, and some little boys that you have to be a role model to.
Right.
And they listen. Everything. Exactly. And you're sitting up there like, you know, kids are not stupid. They're actually smarter than us. And they're truthful. They'll tell you something. You don't ask them, you think I'm fat or something, because a kid will tell you the truth. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, why do you think that, oh, they're just kids, they're not going to remember, or they just don't know? Kids are like sponges, and they absorb everything that they see that's around them. So you got to be really mindful of the mess that you're doing out here in these streets, because you don't want to pass that along.
Right.
You know, because how are you calling yourself a teacher? Like Natureboy, how are you a teacher, but you out here doing all this other foolishness? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it's still, I'm telling you, it's been on my mind since a couple of days ago when you told me that Solar was talking about the seizures that he was making these women, causing on these women that don't have seizures. I mean, come on now.
That is, do you think, I have a question, because you did make a statement earlier. You don't think that social media is a place to heal at all for these type of people?
I think that social media is a place for them to heal?
Right. Because they know to do the, the downloads and, the end moments. So that's how they're used to healing. So it can't be a surprise to see them talk about all their business on social media coming from the cult, because they so prone to that.
Yeah, but then as soon as you get like channels like mine that discuss it, you want to get attitude, or somebody's hating on you, harassing you.
That's true.
So no, after they talk to a exactly, they should talk to a professional. Absolutely, because I'm gonna tell you another reason why I know these people need to heal. How are you getting up here trying to give us advice, and we done watched you standing up against a wall and Natureboy ordering somebody up against the wall to slap the other person?
Good point.
But now you're going to give me advice about my life? I'm not saying that my life is perfect, because I know it's not. It's had its ups and downs, my 47 years on this earth. But let me tell you something. I'm not on here sharing it with the world, because you know why? I don't want to hear what your opinions are. I'll leave it. And if I feel as though I need to get it off my chest, I'll seek a professional. Or what I'll do is I'll put my family in my business first, so they can stay in my business, because that's all you do when you put your family or friends or associates or strangers in your business. They stay in your business.
True.
You can't get them out. And because I know that, because I've seen, I'm not talking about just with carbonation. I'm talking with 𝗪𝗪𝗪 and his situation, but I've seen it in life, that when you put people in your business, they stay in your business. And at the end of the day, people don't really care.
They don't.
They don't care.
The drama.
They want to hear the drama. Then when that shock, wow, really, that happened? Once that's over with, it's like, what else can you tell me that's traumatic about somebody else's life that's being just destroyed amongst our eyes? What's going on with them now? People don't care, especially if they're not in a situation. So, people have to understand this. So it's got to be like you were saying about 𝗪𝗪𝗪. You said he was trying to, from what you were saying, like put a master plan together to get views. And I'm still shocked that you were saying that he was getting donations. How was he getting donations? What is he doing on social media?
Whatever little teachings he have on there, people believe in it. And they will donate to him.
Wow.
So, I mean, he does have a small following, enough for his, phone to ring every day, every time he got a donation.
Wow. Because I did hear somebody say he got a following, and his followers believe everything that he said. And I said, his teachings. And I said, I never heard of him doing teachings online. I never seen too many IG teachings or whatever. Maybe it's something he does, like a private class. I don't.
No, he got the okay for a private class for the 𝗪𝗪𝗪. I guess, what is it, the principal. He actually talks to whoever runs that or who he looks up to, and he said he got the okay to run a class. And he was talking about making it affordable for the class, like $25 per person.
And so, what does he teach? Because to me it's funny because Natureboy was allegedly teaching a class too, and people were coming over there and I guess learning the knowledge. But what knowledge? We seen what he was doing the last 90 days. So I'm wondering what kind of knowledge is Nate or 𝗪𝗪𝗪? Let me stop calling him by his name. What is 𝗪𝗪𝗪 teaching? What is he teaching? All I see him is a man that's having unprotected. That's what it seems like from what I'm hearing. Because you're not the only one I've talked to. I just, like I said, I don't drop no names, no location. I don't need to do all that. I'm too grown for it.
Jesus.
Recently,
I'm already stressing now because I missed my doctor's appointment. I couldn't go to it today. So, Lord. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound a little bit distant.
Okay. I hope it ain't because of this live.
I'm not sure.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Put a Y in the chat. Let me see. Maybe. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, because I'm loud. I don't want to be like,
get too loud.
You hear me now? And then be like, what? And then people will come in here later and be like, why are you so loud? They already know I'm loud. But then if I start getting real loud. So what's I gonna say? Recently. Recently, as we talk right now, but like I said again, some people, just because some people tell you things about their personal life or just give you information, you ain't got to tell who they are first, last name, their address, telephone number, for what? I do commentary. That doesn't mean that you can't talk to me in private and you got to worry about me recording you. I mean, there's some channel holders you do have to worry about that. You better hope you never fall out with them if you're on their platform later on, because you're going to get it. You're going to catch a bad one, especially if they can get your information. They're going to drag you. Excuse me, I went down the wrong way. If me and you have a fallout, you go your way and I'm going to go mine.
Right.
I don't have time for all that. I'm from the old school. We don't get along. People don't even have to know we're not friends or associates no more. You go your way and I go mine. Why do I need to do all that? Because not only is it showing the kind of person that I am, which is a terrible friend or associate, but it's also letting the public know she can't be trusted. Because if she would do that to her, she'd do it to me. What makes me special?
Right.
So that's why you have to look at things like that. The bigger picture of it. It shows the character who that person is. So that's why you got to be careful.
And
that's all I'm gonna tell you.
The weird thing about everything is, yeah, I did miss my appointment today. Because I looked at, I thought I had to turn in my rental car later, and it was not 8 o'clock this morning, so I had to miss my appointment. So I'm gonna try to just go to urgent care tomorrow. So
okay.
Down, and then I came across that on my feed of. I'm like, okay, so he's just spreading the love, just spreading the disease to everybody.
Ooh,
but let me just
allegedly.
Right, allegedly. Let me
and the reason why I say that is because, see,
my health.
I know that you've been other places, and let's not drop names, but and they'll just be glad to drag it. You know what I'm saying? But I try to show some type of composure.
Respect.
Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want no one doing it to me. And also, I don't want to, because he's making money on here too, Gargett. I'm not out. I'm not on. You're not either. Actually, you're just wanting to spread awareness. That's how you do. That's what I feel like you're doing.
Right.
But I'm not. I don't hate Gargett. I'm not trying to character assassinate. Some people out to. As soon as you get them information, even if they ain't got no smoke with that person, they're ready to be out to character assassinate. And that's what I'm trying to do. So when you said that, we're gonna say the word allegedly. Not that you're lying, but it's
definitely
to cover
allegedly.
yourself and myself.
I receive my health, then it won't be allegedly, because then I'll have it like, hey.
Well, if you have it and you choose to share it after that, that's a different story.
Right. Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say to you?
I got it.
But see, I want you to always know I would do you the same way. And it ain't because I'm taking any sides, because like I said, Gargett is not my
enemy.
He's not. No. He's not. He put it like this. I could take him or leave him. Put it like that. I know he got a lot of stuff with him. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to take up for him like we're besties or friends or we talk off of social media, because we don't. I know he got some ish with him. But again, sometimes when you expose too much to the public, people get mad because it's the truth that's being exposed, and then they want to say you trying to character assassinate them. So that's why we try to be responsible, so we're able to still spread the message but not get too messy with it. But yes, you're right. When you go to the clinic and you check yourself out, which you should, because in this community, this is another thing I talk about. A lot of these brothers live this quote unquote holistic lifestyle, and using condoms are not natural. But it is, you need to be using some when you're with multiple partners and you don't know who that partner been with, and you don't know what you can bring back to your other partners. You're supposed to be using them then.
And that was my issue with him and the polygamy thing. Like, you can't just, what is polygamy to you? I asked him that question, because you can't just be sleeping with everybody and think you're going to come home to me and knock out my pH balance. That's not, I'm too old to be in the clinic, and here I go again.
But I get what you're saying. No, you didn't say anything. I get it. But let me just say this to you. Now, you said something to me the other day, and not getting into no names or too much specific. Let's act like, we got to be real careful what we're saying, right?
Okay.
But you said that somebody told you, allegedly, and this is what made you this is what made you want to go get checked out, because you had heard, so-and-so ain't too, healthy or something. How was that put to you? Put it like that.
They
about him, about Gargett.
Right, about Gargett. They remind me about who he was dealing with. And then
like the one that was in the live or the other day.
Right.
Actually, did you know? Okay.
Right.
And her relationship with Natureboy before Gargett. Okay.
And I didn't get how I didn't put it together, to the point where I should have not even dealt with him. Not even dealt with him, because in my situation, it was going to happen. It was going to come a time where I had to not use protection. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I shouldn't have just off of that, I shouldn't have dealt with him. And I asked him for his medical records, and all he did was ensure me that he was just messing with Mariah and that he was okay. So I wasn't like, even though I showed him my medical records that I was clean, he couldn't show me his.
Now, I want you to answer this question here. I already know the answer to it, but this person here, Marcia, and then we're gonna go to another question. It says, Weirdo Queen. I already know the answer to it, so you're not answering it for me. It's just for the public. Yeah. Weirdo Queen, I have a question, because I know that's not behind being bitter. It's just trying to spread awareness to other sisters. A lot of sisters would just be like, let her find out for her own self, which to me is a bitter woman that does that. It's good that you're doing what you're doing, warning the public so that they don't end up the way you did in this situation. But it says, Widow Queen, I have a question. If he didn't throw you out, would you had stayed longer? Yes or no?
Yes.
You can explain yourself. You don't have to also just answer yes or no, but you can explain why you say yes.
Yes, I would have stayed longer. I would have still be fighting with my demons, or probably hoping that I can change this man, or allow him, or he was going to see the light. But I probably would have still dealt with the situation until I got a checkup again and found out something, or I'm not saying if something, is wrong with me, but and I don't know how far I would have went with the red flags and allowing the red flags to continue to occur. But yeah, if that night didn't happen, I probably still would have been with him, supporting him, and going to work and giving him my money.
Right. Now, I think you said this earlier. Who was the lady in the bed with him today? Now, see, that's when you give people something to talk about. And I'm gonna say something because I'm human. Okay. Why would I need to see you and Mariah in the bed online?
Right.
That's something Natureboy would do. So I mean, yeah. I've never known him to do it. Maybe he does do it. I just never seen it.
He did with Velvet. Like he put Queen Malia this, Queen Malia.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about with Gargette. I've never seen him doing all that extra stuff.
That was for me. That was for me. Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? It was for you?
It was a mental game he played, because a couple of nights ago, I was playing a mental game with him. I was on my live playing music that he put me on to, and dancing to it. So I think he's playing a mental game with me.
Wow. Yeah,
so now
he's
by cuddling up with Mariah, like she's his rider. Okay, she can be his rider
for the meantime, between time, until the next best thing comes around,
until those wheels fall off.
Well, yeah, until she gets on this. All right, I need to go to my place, and I got to stop all this pretending. I don't need any money right now, or whatever. And this comes out of their mouth because he recorded that.
Oh yeah.
So so it's not like we're making up rumors on Gargette, because he was the one that, when he was recording her banging on his door early that morning, he claims the reason why he was doing that was because his safety. In case she went and said to the police that he put his hands on her, he would have a tape that he didn't put his hands on her and how it went down. And that's when he started bringing up about the money. That, it's like she seems to only want to be a willing participant to do things with him in the bed, let's put it like that, when she needs a couple of dollars. But she doesn't want to commit herself to a relationship with him.
I don't blame her.
So yeah, I don't blame her either, but she shouldn't also, in the same token, be subjecting herself to be used to get back at someone. Right. Or to make a point to just in general, because what point are you really making at the end of the day? Nobody really cares, because see, you already been where she's at, and she's known him longer, but it's just really a reminder to you that you need to stay away. Hey, immorals. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's just, to me, it's funny. It's real childish. I'm glad that you're going to be going to get yourself checked out.
Definitely.
Because it'll be on your conscience for a while until you get that done.
Oh, right, right.
So I know you mentioned it. I know you said it was supposed to be today, but make sure that you stick
I,
to your guns with that.
oh yes, yes. I was down and depressed today all day. I didn't even go live because it was on my mind.
Oh, about you missing the appointment.
Yes, yes.
So you were supposed to go in the morning time?
Yeah, I was supposed to go actually 10, but I had to drop off the rental around 8 in the morning, and I thought it was supposed to be 8 p.m. So I was
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah. So, and to me, I know it's definitely on your mind, 'cause especially if you had said, "Well, can I see your paperwork?" And then it's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about all that. I only been with." What does that mean? That's not telling me what your status is.
right,
Why
right,
you
right,
telling me who you been with? So I don't know. I don't know what their health record talks. They could be telling you something. Just like you're telling me something, and it could be the opposite of what you're telling me, and I could be put myself at risk, and I don't even know about it.
right. And then now I'm hearing all these women been with him recently. I'm like, great.
So you said you've been hearing this from what he's telling you, or other
No,
people?
he haven't contacted me, but a lot of people been telling me that he been with all types of different women recently.
Well, like I keep telling you, birds of a feather flock together. That's why him and Nature Boy have that bond that they have. And I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care. It only takes one. That's right, Saint.
Hmm.
But I don't care what nobody says. Hey, sweetie. I don't care what nobody says. He just, I don't know. He just gives me all the traits of a Nature Boy. And like I said, to each his own. If that's the way he wants to live, fine. But if you love yourself enough, you're gonna say that this is not for me, because you don't want to be living with that regrets of something happening long term after you live for the moment.
Right,
Because
right,
these people are living for the moment. It ain't got nothing to do with no holistic lifestyle, no spiritual journey. These people are living for the moment, and they'll deal with whatever comes to them later. I don't want to have to deal with something I don't have to deal with later if I do the right thing now.
now, yes, I agree.
Exactly. So I don't blame you. And so I would be getting myself checked too, because that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I don't care how anybody looks at it. It's dangerous. It's not something you should play with, especially if you know the track record, or you're finding out the track record of this person. Be safe. Better than safe than sorry. I'm just saying that to you. So,
Now, certain things I know I won't be able to get back that day if I do decide, or has the strength to actually go live. I know I'm not going to get some results back that day, like herpes or something like that. So I will keep y'all updated with that.
yeah, definitely. Just let me know. Like, I'm gonna be definitely in touch with you, as you already know. It says
Yes, I
anyone else
appreciate
thinks
that.
so. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep in touch with you, because it goes. Hold on one second. Anyone else think? Yeah, I think he does. If he's not down, Baker, with Nature Boy's shenanigans with the Neytiri thing, so that she doesn't get him in trouble, which they don't need her at this point. Actually, um, like we were just saying earlier, me and Queen up here, that they're brainwashed. They've been reprogrammed, and it's gonna take a while for them to shake that reprogramming. So they'll be doing stuff without even realizing that they're doing it, and it might appear like they're doing it to save Nature Boy's freedom. And then again, they might not be. But because they've been under the control and programming of Nature Boy for so long, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I really hate that they tainted the consciousness. I hate it too. That's the same thing I said, Saint Hudson. You read what she just said, Queen?
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they gave the real conscious woke community a bad name for just being there, saying that this is what these people were, and they were being frauds. That to me, there was a lot. I'm not talking about God yet. I'm just saying just the whole circle and as a whole. just tainting the community. None of them was doing is bringing us up.
None.
And let me tell you something else you need to keep in mind. And this is just talking to you like a big sister, because I'm quite sure I'm older than you. But let me just say this to you. When you went and did what you did, whereas you're going to go check yourself out, always remember, too, Natureboy used to accept people that he knew had herpes. Which,
yeah, I
it's
remember.
not it's not life-threatening. So, and a lot of them came over there and said, listen, that's what I have. Okay, cool. You come over here. Knowing this, he still was having unprotected sex with these people.
Women. Yes.
Right. And then these people were passed along.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's not life-threatening, but
it's not, but it's life-changing.
Right.
It's
You're gonna have that
life-changing.
for a lifetime. If you have that, you're gonna have that for a lifetime.
Yes. Yes.
So that's why we have to be really mindful of what we're doing. We can't live for the moment. The heck with living for the moment with these dudes. And we got to start loving ourselves and not giving people all that much credit with our lives.
That is true. That is true.
I can't believe, though, you said that when you contacted Neytiri, she never even responded.
No. And even once when I contact her, because I actually got a reading from her before, and I found out that somebody used her name for scamming, I contact her then, and she had no problem with, giving me a voice message back in that situation. But something as serious as, trust who your friends are, no word. Wow. And maybe because she probably thought, okay, if I know this man, and you know what it was? I realized what it was, because before I even started dating or really talking to Gargett, I reached out to Neytiri because I wanted to meet up with her. Because I was like all into what she was saying about love and understanding. So I wanted to meet up with her and 𝗪𝗪. And then I realized she's in a situation where she can't trust anybody. And then next thing you know, I'm sending her receipts about somebody that she shouldn't trust.
Because he's saying stuff that he's backpedaling, he's flip-flopping. 𝗪𝗪 is flip-flopping. He's like saying one thing to Terry and then get over there with Gargett, and then a private call, he's saying something else.
And that's
I'm quite sure. And that's scary. And that's scary. Exactly. That's scary. Now, St. Hudson said, well, he admitted to Hep C and being in the clinic every weekend.
Who?
So who admitted to Hep C? Saint? Yeah, let's make it clear. I don't, because I know he ain't talking about no Natureboy, because Natureboy ain't admitting that he been in no clinic every week.
Wait a minute, who?
That's what I'm saying. I think she's talking about Gargett, but I'm not too sure. I want her to confirm the name. Is it Natureboy she's referring to, or is it Gargett? But I don't think she's talking about Natureboy. Natureboy only went to the clinic that we know of when he got that infection in his mouth.
Right.
His face swole out to Lord knows. And I mean, I would be there too. Okay, hold on. Let me read this. I think Neytiri is being played by 𝗪𝗪. I think she is too, but
I hope not. I really do.
Well,
I hope the best for them.
I think she is too, but like I would say it like that. I been thought she was getting played. And like I said, yeah, I pick and choose my battles and what I'm going to speak about. But I'm going to speak firmly on that. I think so too. It's my opinion. It's not the facts. But, Good morning, Heather. Hey, sweetie. It says Medea Eligio.
I'll say Eligio.
What did she say?
He made it about Hep C? Having Hep C?
Oh, Eligio. Yes, he did. Oh, Eligio got Hep C.
Okay. Lord.
Well, yeah, and see, Hep C can turn into other things.
Right.
If you're not treating it. Like if you're not taking care of yourself. Like especially if you're having multiple different partners.
Cause shutdown of major organs. Yeah.
Yep. So that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I didn't know that. I was unaware of that. Now I know he was transparent about the what is it called? The
herpes.
Oh, the herpes, yeah. But I don't know. I didn't know about the Hep C. Natureboy said he went to the clinic every week in the strip days for the penicillin. I don't even know. Penicillin pill. Wow. Yeah, well, I did hear him say about that, but that's because when he used to talk about that, I used to be like, why are you even telling us this like it's a joke that you basically, been, burnt
Do you know
numerous
how you
times?
get Hep C? You get Hep C from,
blood transfusion. Like say if you shed needles or blood transfusion or like some type of blood contact is how you get Hep C.
Okay, so it's not from eating certain things
Well,
in back of people.
no, I think that's Hep B.
Hep B, okay.
Yeah, Hep C is more serious. And you can
Okay.
definitely get rid of Hep B. Hep B can go away on its own. Hep
Mm,
C, I don't know about that.
right.
I don't know about that. You can get that Hep B from food. He said he used to be in a clinic every weekend like it was normal. Yeah, I remember when he used to say that, but I didn't know it was because he also had Hep C. So that was a new one to me. I know he's been, burnt a couple of times, and he would just talk freely about that, like not knowing that when you keep getting burnt, we call it burnt from where I'm from.
Right. I remember those.
You know what I'm saying? That breaks your immune system down, which
It does.
causes HIV and full blown. You know what I'm saying?
Or a Malia situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with her, she was she had a disease that they didn't even have a name for.
They made their
What is
own
it? The
disease that.
CVF. Yep, they created their own disease. You know what's so crazy? The first thing I thought of when I heard about Malia having something they never had on record, I
What's that?
said, Natureboy's probably happy. Oh my God, I created something that I created. It came from my camp because he's sick like that.
Right. Right.
I know you're probably like, what? Like you probably threw you off what I just said, but right when you
No, if
thought
he's a
about it,
god, he's a god of destruction. So
right?
that makes
So
sense. That
right,
makes
so
sense.
it's just sad, man. It's blood and semen, right? And you can, and you're right, Lexi. You can also get it doing it from the back way, and I don't want to, keep it PG.
Right. Okay. I thought
You,
that was okay. I thought so.
yeah, okay. So that's where you was going with it when you were saying
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and that's funny because people don't know you can get Hep C too from heavy alcohol use. Exactly. People say no, you can't. Yes, you
Yes, you
can.
can.
You can get
Yes,
Hep
you can.
C from heavy alcohol use. Yes, you can. You right about that. Says he used the same word burnt. Oh, he used the same word burnt. Yeah, because he's from New York, and I'm like maybe 3 hours away from him from Boston, born and raised. So
Okay.
though we're gonna have similar terms, me and Natureboy. If he said the word burnt, I'm not saying maybe all states say the word burnt. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
know
New
where I'm from.
Jersey
They say,
too. New Jersey
huh?
too. New
New Jersey
Jersey
says
too.
burnt.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't know, but I just know I wouldn't recommend nobody to not strap it. I would tell them to strap it up. I would not be trying to mess with none of them brothers like that. I would have to put something on because it would always be on my head. Down in Atlanta, funky men. You said down in the now you know what? You laugh for me because I paused, right? Because I was like, now I know this man didn't just put this in the comment section.
Yes, he did. Thank you, sir. I needed that laugh.
Oh man. You ain't doing right now. It says burnt is a standard term. Okay. All right, now I know. It says that's crazy thing. It was said that smelled so bad and none of them smelt it. People went there and said they smelled.
Mm.
Everyone that been over there has said it. And they were always saying how they were concerned. The ones that really wasn't going over there and coming back to throw nobody in the bus, they were concerned about that the women had problems down there in their
Mm-hmm.
yoni because they could smell them. And they just couldn't understand how they couldn't smell themselves or each other.
They
And
got
they
immune. They thought that was okay, that smell,
they
because
thought it was
they're young
okay.
minded.
Yep. And that's everyone who left that didn't stay long. They all was out of it, almost like they had compassion, like they all described it like they were concerned that they weren't concerned that smell was a sign that something was wrong with them. And everyone that left there that was a female that would talk about it after they left all said that it was smell. They smelled.
Because they made those women think that it was natural. It's never natural to smell like death. It's an indication that something is wrong and there's bacteria in your body.
Ugh, God. I'll tell you, boy. I visualize stuff and I start getting chills and aches like in my body. Like say, like if you look at a gory movie and somebody gets like the chainsaw cuts their arm off, I'd be holding my arm like, ugh, like that kind of thing. I'm dramatic. But yeah, just the thought of what you just said, like, ugh, like for that to be down there smelling funny, it's like it's a bad
I've been
hit.
smelling myself ever since. I've been
She
smelling
said
myself.
to make sure everything's
Make
all right,
sure
huh?
every single time.
Yep, and that's you should. Yep, going from anal to without being safe and clean will cause. Yep,
Yes,
that
definitely.
I heard that you can get like vaginosis from doing it like that.
Definitely, yes.
Ooh, cha! And you know our parents raised us that you wipe from the front to the back, not the back to the front.
To the front, right?
Right? No, you have all kind of yuck going on. I'm trying to tell you. They went nose blind. Yeah, they big time went nose blind. That's sad. That's real sad. Says Malia's sister said they had a ride with the windows down, taking her to the emergency room. Her
That's sad.
sister said, "Yep." Let me tell you what Queen. What the sister said. Her sister said she wasn't taking Malia like home. She knew when she got in the car that something was wrong with Malia. She took her directly to the hospital. She could smell when she
Wow.
got in that car that Malia had some type of infection in her body. And she was right. She did right by taking her sister or
She saved her life.
stepsister.
She
She
saved her
saved her
life.
life. She saved her life because she was hanging on by a thread. And Natureboy knew that too. And
That's why
guess
he
what?
took her back.
Yep. He took it right. And guess what else? She had to be smelling from every hole. Mouth, the back, the front, everywhere. Trust me. I remember when he was on that live, when he was sending her back and he was trying to act like Natureboy was trying to act like he didn't smell it. Then he said, "Oh, what is that smell?" It was Malia. She was smelling. Yep, and a lot of I played it too, but I delete a lot of my videos. So and can Jen or one of my mods, please get this person out of my chat spamming. Y'all need to stay up off my chat with all that. Oh, y'all did it. Oh, I can't see it on the StreamYard side. Because on the StreamYard side, you can't see like what's going on, fathers
Commentary, yeah.
Yeah. I can see the comments, but it's like I can't tell if one of my mods deleted it. So yeah, but if I go over to the YouTube side, which I just did, Saint Hudson deleted them. Thank you, sis. Yeah, that I wouldn't be able to tell on the StreamYard side. But I'm gonna tell you something. Oh man, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. I'm glad that you are aware of what's going on. You ain't gonna keep subjecting yourself to playing Russian roulette with your life.
Yes.
And you're going to get help.
Yes.
You know,
now, when it comes to therapy, I had therapists before, and none of those 3 therapists can relate to what I'm going through. Even the Black woman never experienced most of the things I went through. So I do tend to use social media as in getting all of the demons out, all my,
there's nothing wrong with that. There's
and
nothing wrong with it.
You can learn. I'm looking at it like you can learn, because there's a lot of women, including yourself, that I learned from being on these platforms on how to heal better. So I believe it's possible to do it because it's helping me better than the therapist that I did work with.
I get it. You know,
so I thank you for that.
Relate. And like I said, and I'm definitely here for you anytime you need to talk. And it doesn't have to be when I say that. You know, some people got, you get people that are so deep into this that you can talk to them, but they want you to come on and share everything. Some things you might not want to share. You might want to talk to me in privacy, and I'm not going to record it. And I don't get down like that. You can always come to me, and I'm here because everybody needs somebody.
I appreciate that.
Sometimes people might not understand what you're going through, like in your family and your real life. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Off of social media, and they might not understand what you're going through. So that's why I'm always available for you, night or day. If I'm up, because my sleeping be kind of off, I'm always there to talk.
I
So
really
just
do
always
appreciate
know
that.
that.
I really do.
Mm-hmm. Because everybody needs somebody, and people kill me when they act like, well, I don't have
They're
them
too
problems.
strong.
Those
They're
be the
so strong.
yeah, those be the ones that got that stuff going on right now with them. But they rather listen to your business and act like they ain't got no problems, and they got
Right.
more problems than you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
Like,
would like to address something that was said when I did
thank
look
you,
back
sweetie.
in a
Mm-hmm.
commentary. Um, I don't want anybody. I want everybody to learn from my mistakes. I don't want anybody to feel as though um, you don't have to relate to my story at all. But I'm just saying that we all have something in common, good or bad, as women, and we need to
Exactly.
support each other, not judge each other so quickly.
Even if you
Um,
haven't been through the same situation or even similar, you still should be there to support your sister. Period.
Right. Right. So I don't want anybody to feel as though don't get help. I I, I implore everybody to please get help. Even if it's
Right.
your next door neighbor, if you get a therapist, just look for help. I can find help through therapy, but this is a healing moment. I'm being healed through this
That's
encounter.
good. And that's another thing too. Like even what I said about how I don't feel people should heal on social media. If that is what helps you heal, then the heck with what I say. The heck with what that person says down the street. You got to do what is right for you. And if
Love it.
you worried about what everyone said, let me tell you something what's going to happen to you. You're going to go crazy. Cuz you know why? You can't make everybody happy.
Too late, but
It's
I get it.
impossible.